Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel. So, back at it again. You know what this means? We're gonna be cooking! Yay! Yay! Before we use this, what do? We rinse it out. Very clean. Very what? Damien. Alright, so this thing, I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's very West Indian. I don't know, but I feel like almost every black person has this. So what I'm going to be doing is preparing my oxtail for my pressure cooker. So I'm going to show you what my oxtail looks like. This is my oxtail. This is what oxtail looks like. For those of you that don't know, if you've never seen it. You'll see that. This was, how much this cost? Hold on. Hold on. This was $24.81 for this. How much per pound? $8.99 per pound. Okay, this little bit came up to $24. So with that being said, just gonna tear it out of the container. I mean the plastic that it's in. And for those of you that don't know how oxtail originated, it's actually the tail. Is it the cow? Yeah, the tail of the cow. So what had happened was slaves would eat this because the slave owners, when they would like get beef from the cow or just like kill the cow and take the meat, they would give the tail to the slaves, and the slaves would do what the best that they can with what they got with the tail of the cow. And this is how we got oxtail. Now, it never used to be popular before. It definitely used to be like, I'm not gonna lie, a black thing. So this is how it looks. So basically the bone is in the middle and the meat is around the edge. This meat is very difficult to cook on the stove top. Like it'll literally take 2 hours to make this meat get tender if you're using it on the stove. Okay? If you're new here, my name is Laura. You can call me Elle. Please like and subscribe. We are making oxtail, and it's not oxtails with an S. Just no plural, it's singular. Okay? Oxtail. All right? So this is what the raw oxtail looks like. It came from the butcher, semi-frozen. My husband asked to cut them up in like medium-sized pieces, and this is what it looks like. Okay, I was just talking about the background of where this came from, how black people started to eat this. Yes, they're cut so big. I mean, they usually pre-cut them, but I think this is a good size because the meat will, uh, it'll get tender and kind of shrink a bit, not a lot, but just a bit. As you guys are coming in, just give us a thumbs up and a subscription. It's free, okay? So I'm just preparing it. I'm not gonna make it today. I'm definitely going to put it in a pressure cooker. So I've made this both ways. I've made it on the stove top in my cast iron pot, and I've made this in the oven in just like an oven, regular baking thing. Now, the oven is okay. If you don't like hovering over a stove and mixing and adding water, Leroy, it's oxtail, no S. I know there's, a bunch of meat in here, but it's just it's the beef, it's the tail of the cow. So it's just one tail cut up into pieces. It's oxtail. Okay? Yes. It's very much, I know Americans say oxtails, but West Indian, Caribbean people say oxtail. Okay? Yes. So if you have a friend or a foe or you know somebody that says oxtails, please correct them if you'd like. Um, yes. So what was I saying? Yeah. So in the oven, if you cover it and bake it in the oven, it'll still take around 2 hours. If you put it on the stove top, it's very tedious. You gotta stand over the stove every 5 to 10 minutes. You gotta mix it, add water. Also, if you do it on the stove top, you could kind of like fry it first so it can get a little bit dark and brown, and then put it in the oven. However, but I'm gonna put this in the pressure cooker, and it's literally gonna take 30 minutes to make this nice and tender. Yes, I agree, 8033. It should be called cowtail. Yes, I agree. I highly agree. But for whatever reason, I don't know where they got it from, but that's what that is. So when some people make this, they use wet seasoning or they use dry seasoning or they use both. I'm very much a dry seasoning type of gal. So I'm going to show you how we clean our meat. Have to clean your meat, okay? Meat got to be cleaned. I know some people don't clean it and they say, oh, when you cook it, it'll take off the bacteria. No, 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 no. We like to clean the meat, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how I clean it, how I season it, and I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight and then cook it tomorrow in my pressure cooker, okay? Yes, I like dry better. I like dry seasoning better. I kind of feel like wet seasoning is more for like if you're gonna do maybe like jerk chicken in the oven or something, or like some type of something in the oven. I just feel like stovetop or pressure cooker is more for dry. That's just my personal preference, okay? So let's come over here. Don't mind, I got some plates on one side of my sink, but don't worry. The other side is clean. All right. So if you don't have, this is just basically, this is how I make it. Listen here. I know there's some people that are Jamaican, and Jamaican people, I don't want to say I don't care who I offend, but they, for the most part, have a one-track mind. I'm just saying. But for me, I'm making it how I like it, and I'm putting the seasonings that I like on it, and I would highly suggest you do the same. There's no one way to make a particular meat. So for people to say, oh no, that's wrong, or that's not how you do it, it doesn't matter. Why? Because it's going in my belly. Going in my belly, and if my belly's satisfied with it, that's all that matters. Do you like cocktail or jerk chicken better? I like jerk chicken better. I'm a jerk chicken type of girl too. Okay? I love me some nice spicy jerk chicken. And how I like the jerk chicken, I like it on the barbecue, or mostly on the barbecue. Yeah. On the barbecue grill, charred, not charred as in like burnt, but like a little bit more on the well done side. Okay, so look at the meat water. Do you guys see that? This is why we need to clean it. So I haven't put anything in there as of yet to clean it. So I'm just gonna keep rinsing it off. And thank you so much, Vanessa, I appreciate it. If you want, you could use vinegar, lemon, lemon juice, whatever you have that's that you use to clean chicken or meat, you can do that. So today I'm gonna use vinegar because I think I ran out of the lime. So if you guys are new here, my name's Elle. I try very hard to come on live every day to talk to y'all because I love y'all so much and I love talking to y'all. I come on live pretty much every day and just have a conversation and talk about what we got going on. This is pure white vinegar that I just put on there. Yeah, I try to have a conversation every day. I'm on the verge trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're kind enough to please subscribe, it's free of charge. I'm gonna charge y'all to subscribe to my channel. So now that I put the what am I preparing? I am preparing oxtail. So I'm just washing the meat off right now. Like I was saying, I'll never charge you guys to subscribe or have like a subscription only type of thing going on. I know I understand why some people do it, because if you like people that aren't subscribing, they watch their channel on a regular basis. But I wouldn't do that, and I appreciate it. Um, I'm not sure what you would consider Jamaican style, but very close to it. Not exact. I've watched my older siblings and other family members and my mom prepare this. It doesn't mean that I don't like it like that. It just means that I like doing it my own way. Do you see how the water is getting a little bit clearer than before? Before I washed it. So each time I wash it, the water just gets clearer and clearer. You just want the meat to taste its best potential. No, I'm not making it with rice and peas. I'm not a rice and peas fan. Yeah, sorry. I'm not a rice and peas fan. I know. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like a lot of. I'm not born in Jamaica, but the rest of my family is. I'm like one of the. Out of my generation, I'm probably the only one that's not born in Jamaica. So I don't like a lot of their staple foods. I like the basic things. Okay, so we see how it looks now. Nice and clean and pink, whereas before it was red. You pull out the vinegar, I knew what you were doing. Yes, that's good to know. So yes, so I just washed this several times, and then I just pour the water off. So I just want to show you again how much clearer the water is when I just did it. You see, it's a little bit clearer. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you all see that? But yes, the water is just getting clearer, just like rice. When you wash the rice, each time you wash it, it's gonna get clearer and clearer. Okay? Once I'm in the sink, I'm just gonna wash it off. All right, we're gonna go back over here. Now these are some of the, you guys see? Those are some of the things that I'm gonna be putting in my oxtail. So some people use, like when the oxtail is almost done, some people put those big white beans in it. I can't remember what they're called. Like the beans. Sorry, beans or peas. What is it? Lima beans. Is that what that is? Some people put that in there. I'm not a peas or a beans type of girl, so I like it with carrots. So I got this nice big carrot. I'm not gonna put all of this in there, but I got a carrot, and I also have some fresh thyme. I got an onion, and I also got some of these. Somebody told me they call this what? Spring onions, but here they call, or West Indian people call this scallion, or you could call this green pepper. I'm gonna wash my hands. Green onion, sorry. I'm gonna wash my hands from washing this. All right, so the seasoning that I'm gonna use, yeah, some people call them spring onions. I didn't know that. A lady told me that from, where was she from? Some part in Africa. She told me they call them spring onions. Hello from New Zealand. Wow.
Gambia.
That's nice. Oh, the lady that told me they call them spring onions was from Gambia. So I'm just gonna show you guys the seasonings that I'm gonna put on this. Whatever you put, whatever seasonings you want to put on there, okay? So I'm gonna start off with some garlic powder, okay? Now I'm not gonna put too much. I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit. You guys can see. I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit on top. Listen, I don't have measuring cups or anything of that nature. I just wait until my ancestor goes like this, and then I'm like, okay, okay, I'll stop. Don't worry. I just wait till my ancestors tell me to stop. Girl, you putting too much. And I also am gonna put in there. I forgot to buy black pepper, but I have grounded black pepper. I don't like this one on this, but I'm gonna just use it. So I actually have oxtail seasoning, which is actually for this. So I'm gonna sprinkle a bunch of this on here. So this seasoning knows what to do with this meat. It knows that it needs to get tender. It knows what it needs to do. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top of here. Just like that. Measuring cups. Yes. Yeah. Measuring cups are not my thing. A lot of people just pick and choose. I also have this seasoning called Caribbean spice, and it has roasted garlic inside. So I'm gonna be using some of this as well. Just gonna open the top. Can you see how this looks? So it has a mixture of like chili flakes, seeds, all types of stuff. I'm gonna put that on top. So because I am not putting this in the on the stove top, it will usually make it darker. I like my oxtail dark. So I also have this soul seasoning. This is a little bit spicy, not much. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top. I'm also gonna put a little bit of browning on here because I like my meat dark. Okay, I like it very, very dark. So I'm gonna put a little bit of browning. This is the Grace browning. Any Scotch bonnet? Yes, I have some Scotch bonnet in my fridge. But with the Scotch bonnet, I don't know if I should put it in the pressure cooker for a little while or just seasoning it with this, because I don't want this meat to be spicy. That's not what I'm trying to achieve here. I just want to taste the authenticity of this meat without it being spicy. Okay. I love to make it to oxtail, but I'm definitely peeping your recipe. Okay, I appreciate that. I just do what I do. I know West Indian people, they're just very like one track minded in a sense, especially when it comes to cooking. Especially, I think they're baby boomers. They're not adventurous when it comes to cooking. They just stick to the recipe that their mom or their grandma taught them, and that's it. They don't think outside the box. Like nowadays, people are putting oxtail in patties and making it into like like some type of bake that you put inside. So this is what I got going on right now so far. Can y'all see that? I forgot the salt. Now usually I don't cook with salt, but because this meat needs to have some sort of salt to it, I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt on there. And then my black pepper. This is the one that I have. I got this from my local dollar store. And I'm gonna black pepper is my favorite seasoning. Like, I put black pepper on everything. It's actually crazy to me, but you know, to each their own. To each their own. Sometimes I like making things in the traditional manner. Other times I just do what I feel like doing, and it still ends up tasting good. Like the way how I make mackerel. One of these days I'll show y'all. All right, so this is how it looks right now. Should I cut these scallions in here? Yeah, I'm gonna cut these in here, but when I put it in the pressure cooker, I'm just gonna take the meat out and leave this behind. Actually, I'm lying. I'm gonna put everything together. Why? Because it's only gonna take me around 32 minutes in the pressure cooker, so I have to keep that in mind. All right. I'm surprised I didn't sneeze from the black pepper. Every time, hello Jason. Every time I use black pepper, I sneeze. Now, okay, when it comes to the time, A lot of people do different things. Some people break it. Some people just throw it in there like that. But I like doing this, and like you get all the leaves off of the stick. See that?
Do you have the time?
This stick is empty. So I just do this. My husband thinks he's funny with his corny dad jokes, but
what time is it? Huh? No?
Some people put the stick in here. I guess I will. I'll take it out after. So these are the leaves. You just go like this and pull it, and they'll come off. Just like that. You can just sprinkle it on top. That's if you want to do it like that. It's up to you. And then you could like bend the stick. Then you could bend the stick and just put it in here and then take it out after. It's your choice. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just showing you how I do it, and I don't mind pointers either. Someone actually gave me a good tip the other day about what was it? About iron and sprinkling it on his food or something like that. I was like, I never heard of that before. All right, so these are we call them scallion, and I'll be cutting off the edges with a knife, and I'll be using my scissors. What are we gonna do with this? Wash it. If you guys are coming in, just give me a thumbs up. My dentist is calling, and guess what? I'm not gonna answer because they call me every day of my life. Why? You know when you have benefits and they just want a reason to tap into your benefits? All right, so I like cutting these with scissors. Call me crazy, but that's just what I like to do. Where are my scissors? What? She's been on for like 2 hours. All right. Oxtail day keeps the dentist away. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not sure, but well, let's see. Anyway, this is not the usual scissors that I use to cut this, but I'm just going to go and you guys see, I just cut it like this. Instead of putting it down on the thingamajiggy, I just cut it like that. And I just keep going downward. So I don't always cook on here, but when I do, might as well just jump on and talk to y'all, you know. Again, if you're new here, my name is Laura. You can call me Elle if you like. Feel free to subscribe. It's free. I will never charge y'all. And if you're just passing by, hello and thank you. Just give us a thumbs up. Now there's a whole stranger in my backyard. What does he want? And where is he going? What is he looking for? There's so much snow in my backyard. That's so weird because my house is connected. So for someone to be in the backyard, that means they had to walk in the side. What's he doing?
I don't know.
Anyways, and I like to have as you can see, I have natural light here. So, all right. So this is how it's looking with the onion. And now I'm going to cut this tomato. I like using, usually when I cut a tomato, I like using the entire thing. Because when you put it in food, I'm not a fan of tomato, to be honest with you. When you put it in food, it just disappears anyway. So I just cut it however. It doesn't matter to me because it's not going to come out to a place where I'm just going to be chewing tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes and I don't like ketchup. Not a ketchup kind of girl. So the only thing that I'll be putting in, like, actually, you know what? I don't know. I'm doing this for the first time in the pressure cooker. Like, I've cooked it on top of the stove. It has taken me 2.5 hours, and it tasted so good. Like my daughter was just like, she had like 3 sharings. I've done it in the oven, not my fave. This is my first time making it. It's my first time, maybe just inspecting. This is my first time doing it in the pressure cooker. Like I said, there's somebody in my backyard. I don't know.
Nah, there's plywood in the backyard, and he's looking at it like.
Oh, it's because of the people that renovated the basement. All right. Now I'm getting into my onion. And guess what? I'm going to put this whole onion in there. Well, it's a half of an onion. We have tomato sauce here, and it's been viral for me. Nice. Where's here? Can you tell me where here is? When you say here, where are you referring to? I am making oxtail. I'm actually just preparing it. Oh yes, New Zealand. Sorry.
Does it snow in New Zealand?
Does it snow there, or did you guys hear about the plane that crashed in my city at the airport? I'm in Toronto, for those of you that didn't know. So I'm just cutting my onions and putting it in here. If they're big, I really don't care because they're gonna dissolve anyway. So yeah, a plane crashed at the airport, and in all honesty, a lot of people are speculating it, and the news. You're from Detroit. I love Detroit. Don't get me started on Detroit. I love Detroit. Hello from Germany. Wow. I hope to visit one day. Can I tell you about my trip to Detroit? I went to the SWV concert in Detroit one day, probably 2 summers ago. The vibe was top tier. Top tier. I don't know how it is to live there as in its entirety, but the people were friendly. It was different. Well, yes, a plane crashed at our airport yesterday. And sorry, the onion is making my eyes water. So if you see me blinking 20 million times, that's why. The plane crashed, and I personally believe, and some speculation and some articles that I've been reading, is that the winds were gusty, and the people on the plane, the pilot warned them and said, there's gusty winds here. Sorry, my eyes watering. And
had too much snow.
and there was a lot of snow. There was snowfall for 2 days straight. So we had like centimeters of snow, and it was very high. I'll probably show you guys my backyard, but there was a lot of snow, and so what had happened was the plane landed, and the way, I don't know, you guys could probably see some speculation, some videos. Hey girl, how are you? You guys could probably see some videos of the plane crashing. If you type it in Google or YouTube, you could see it. But everyone is okay, yes. So the plane landed and it looked like it just dropped. But what happened was, I guess the wind gust, maybe it changed the direction a bit, and it kind of made the plane turn and flip over, and it went lopsided. It turned over, caught on fire, and everybody had to jump out. Thank God everyone was okay. And the tarmac wasn't shoveled properly, so I think that the snow was like blowing in the aisle, or the lane, sorry, where the plane was supposed to land, and it literally just flipped over. So thank the Lord up above that everyone was safe. They came out, and yeah, the wind, I think the wind, I just feel so bad for the pilot, and I feel so bad for the people on the plane, because you know when you're on your plane, for people that travel, we're on a plane and they're like, okay, they're telling you the anticipation of the weather in the city that you're going to. They'll say, oh, winds are gusty, or it's a nice sunny day, or it's minus 10 degrees or whatever. You're not really thinking of the wind flipping over a plane or being part of the reason. So all you literally see is the plane coming down, like, I'll turn my hand this way, the plane coming down like this. Pretend my hand is the actual land and this hand is the plane. The plane's coming down like this, and then it just drops like that, turns, and flips over. So that's what happened. And everyone just had to unbuckle your seatbelt. So if you're one of those people on a plane that don't like to buckle your seatbelt, please start doing it. And what? Oh, sorry. I'm from Toronto. I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So yeah, you could Google search it.
You noticed though that there's so many plane crashes?
So yeah, everyone was okay, and the manager of the airport. So Delta pilot, I feel bad for that pilot because I'm sure he did everything in his nature. You know, sometimes when you're flying a plane and there's delays and all these other things, you're just people get antsy and just are annoyed or whatever. Now we need to just be grateful that the pilot knew what he was doing or kind of maneuvered the plane how he could or whatever. But yes, thank the Most High for them being safe. So this is how it's looking. This is how it's looking. And I don't know. Usually I would just take my hands and just go like this. But I got nails on and I don't want the seasoning going underneath my nails. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a spoon. I know. And maybe you can find some gloves. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find some gloves. I think I should have gloves here somewhere. Never mind. I'll just raw dog it. Who cares? Anyways, my nails. This was $80. This cost 80 Canadian dollars to do this style. I'm very much a nail girl. Like this is what I do to, you know, everyone has that one thing that they do for themselves. If you don't, you really should. My nails is my go-to thing. I do it like once a month. Before I used to do it only if I'm going out, or before I used to just do like only if I was doing something special I would do them. I don't want to be that girl anymore. I want to spoil myself. Yeah. All right. So my oxtail isn't as dark as I want it. Yes. Part of my self-care is doing my nails. Summertime, I don't really do my feet in the winter. I should because my toes are too cute. But I do them in the summertime for the most part, like when I'm wearing flip-flops. So right now, the meat isn't the shade that I want it to be, like of darkness. I drink beer in my underwear to treat myself. That's it. That's a nice, whatever makes you feel comfortable, you know? That's fine. That's okay. So right now, the meat isn't the color that I want it to be. I want it to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to put a little bit more browning in it. So this is what it looks like. I want it to be a little bit darker. Yeah, Kara, tell them about a bathrobe, right? So yeah, the oxtail isn't to my liking in color, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more browning. Sorry about the cupboard in the way. My apologies. I'm gonna close it in a second. So I'm just giving you guys the raw cook with me version. Actually, this is a preparation. I'm not actually cooking it as yet. My mom used to actually, like when her hand was like this with all the seasoning on it, she'd put her tongue on there to kind of like taste if it needed something extra. And I'm just like, lady, ow, this is sharp. You see how sharp this bone literally poked my finger? See how sharp that is? It literally poked me. Yeah, so now it's a little bit darker. I like it like this. All right. I also think I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning to it because I don't want the meat to be bland at all. I'm going to go and put a little bit more oxtail seasoning on it and a little bit more of one other seasoning. I'm just not sure which one yet. So if you ever in the future decide that you want to make oxtail, you can do that and just know that there's an actual seasoning for oxtail. Oh, wait. No, it's not as serious. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And this is what I'm going to be using. Because I'm, like I said before, oh shit, I fell on the floor. Like I said before, I'm very extra. So a little bit more seasoning will never hurt, you know? It's not, I can't imagine someone saying, oh my God, ew, it's too seasoned. Like what? Like what? Oh, I didn't put this. This is my all-time fave. All-time fave. This is Cool Runnings, garlic, pepper, and herbs. Okay? So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this on here. Y'all control the chat. If someone's being disrespectful, don't be afraid to block and delete. Because we're a safe space here, okay? We are a safe space and we are a union. So y'all do what you need to do. I don't always catch the comments because I'm looking away, but for the most part, I trust y'all's judgment. Kara, I trust your judgment. So if you say someone needs to be banned, I trust your judgment. 100%. I can't scroll up right now because my hands are. I get my executive producer to do it. Ah. All right, so now it's looking a little bit better with the seasoning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the carrots and I'm gonna put in it. I'm not gonna put it in here. I'm just gonna cover this with saran wrap. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna cover this with saran wrap, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge because it looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. All right, this is how it looks. Nice. Very demure, very dark, very mindful, okay? If I need to do something, y'all let me know, because I'm not really sure as to what's going on, but do I need to make someone in charge of my comment section to like get rid of all the toxic people? Tell me how to do it, and I'll have it done, okay? If I can't cook spunky chops,
don't answer.
Why are you watching me? You want to watch somebody that can't cook? That's fine. As long as you subscribe and like the channel, no problem. So this is how it looks. Yes, I can. Tell me how to do it, and I'll do it. I'm just gonna wash my hands from this, and then I'm gonna cover it with saran wrap. All right. Try gardening instead. I will. I actually have a lot of plants in my house, so I will definitely be doing that too. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to be covering this with saran wrap. I'm putting it in my fridge so that it can kind of marinate till tomorrow.
I wonder if you click on his name.
Let me see. Okay, give me a sec. Spunky Chops. I think that maybe you're in the wrong chat because this is a very safe place where we are nice to each other, okay? Let's see how I can get this done. If you guys can't see me, it's because I'm trying to figure something out. Just give me a second.
Click on the name.
Let me just Okay, okay, I think I did it. Kara is now a mod. I did that for you, Kara. Thanks, appreciate it. Um, so y'all do what y'all need to do on your end. And yeah, sorry about that. I can't control who comes in here. So if someone comes in here that's offensive, kick him out, okay?
Or her.
Or her. Kick him or her out.
I think
Tell them to get out of here.
I think Spunky Chops is a female.
Tell them to get out of here. This is not the place for that. Maybe they're just immature. Maybe it's a child. Who knows? Either way, I'm making oxtail. Okay, so using my saran wrap and I'm just covering it. I actually really hate saran wrap because it's just like, it's 2025. Why isn't this become
Someone was
like,
on your live the other day. Welcome back.
why can't saran wrap be a thing where, can you guys see this, how I'm wrapping it? So I just feel like it's 2025, and if I was in Japan, there would be an easier way to do this. Like, I feel like this is an old-fashioned way of putting on saran wrap, to be honest with you. So I have to use 2 pieces because this thing is wide. All right, yeah, let's hope no more trolls come in here. We can have some grown-up civilized conversation, right? Yes. So this is a 60-meter saran wrap. This is from the local dollar store. All right. So I'm just covering this, and it's gonna sit in my fridge until tomorrow. Okay. So this is how it looks. For those of you who can see that, I just put all the seasonings in there, and there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in my fridge, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut some of these just for preparation, but I'm gonna fry some of this. What do you guys call this? Do you guys know what this is? Can you all guess what this is? Some people boil it. Some people boil it. Some people fry it. I think Dominicans fry this, if I'm not mistaken. Dominicans fry this. No, it's not a banana. This is a plantain.
Plantano.
It is a plantain, and you peel it, you cut it in slices, and you fry it. I'm gonna show you how.
Not a plantain.
Yes, it's not.
Not
Some people,
oxtails.
Americans say plantain. This is a plantain. I mean, I think it really depends on like where you're from or how you pronounce it. But for the most part, Americans say things different from us. I'm in Canada, by the way. They say plantain, and Americans say oxtails. Canadians say plantain, and West Indian people say plantain as well. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna fry that. Put these away. I'm gonna put my oxtail in the fridge.
No, fufu is cassava.
Oh, is that what you make fufu with? No, I personally, I've never had fufu before, but you use cassava. It's like a yam. It's something that you have to pound. This is not what you make fufu with. This is just like it's in the banana family, but it's not a banana, basically, as you can tell. The banana is brown.
Hello.
All right, so this is the banana. You can see this is being saved to make a cake, a banana, or sorry, bread. So this is the size of a banana, and this is the size of the plantain. Can you see the difference? This only looks like this because it's going to be used to make a bread. So you've got to wait till it gets like this to make bread, right? Okay. All right, so this is the pan I'm gonna use for the plantain. Actually, I'm lying. I'm gonna use this bigger one because I just want to put the whole thing in there. And plantain is very easy to burn. By the time you blink your eye, yes, you can fry it. By the time you blink, the plantain is burnt. So you have to pay attention to it. Like it's a must. I'm just gonna wash my knife. Just want to say thank you to my day ones for always checking in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. No, I'm not Dominican. I'm Canadian. My background is Jamaican. Watching from Detroit, yes. I was just telling someone else how much I love Detroit. I had one of my favorite memories was in Detroit. I went to a concert. It was the SWV concert, an R&B. Actually, I'm lying. It was SWV, Drew Hill, and Jodeci. I went to that concert, and man, I tell you. All right, so I'm just gonna turn on the stove. I'm gonna put on 5 because, like I said, these things burn very easily. So while this is hotting or getting warm, this you just go like this. This is how I do it, okay? Everyone does it differently. You just go like that with the plantain, and then you spread it apart with your fingers like this. Just like so. Just like that. You just keep going. Why are you showing me that? You just keep going. Have y'all finished this talk? Why? No. No, I have not. I have not. I did drink that last glass though, but I haven't had any since. I'm not a drinker like that. Okay, so see, you just keep going. This is how it looks. This looks like it was supposed to be 2. You see the split down the middle? It looks like it was a little bit deformed. Yes, a plantain is in the banana family. It's in the banana family, yes. But you can't eat it like it's a banana. You have to cook this. You cannot eat this raw.
Some people do.
I think some people do, but I wouldn't suggest it. Now I'm gonna get my very expensive oil, but I just love it so much, so I can't part from it. And like I said to you guys before, this is the oil that I use. I should be using coconut oil, but hey, it is what it is. I know that looks like a lot, but it really isn't. I fry bananas with brown sugar and vanilla. Ooh. 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 That sounds good. All right, I'm just doing this again because I'm extra. You don't have to do this. All right, so my pot's getting hot. I'm just going to show you guys how I cut this plantain. Well, I'm going to just put this down a bit. Sorry. I don't mean to be shaking you guys like that, but I'm just going to show you. So, this is how I was taught to cut this. Kind of on a slant like that. You could cut it like this if you want and go down, but I'm not that type of girl. I just go like that. Just nice little thin. Or my mom actually used to cut it like this across in the long pieces, but I think you get more doing it in this direction. And I believe Dominicans do it like this as well, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't know if this one is sweet or not. I personally prefer the green plantain. You kind of have to like crush it. But yeah, as you can, this was supposed to be 2 pieces. This was supposed to be 2 plantains. Look, because you could see there's two different, like it grew into one in a sense. It's kind of like conjoined twins or something. That's what that looks like to me. So we keep the pot on low because these are extremely easy to burn. Like I should even be putting this on 2. It's so easy to burn. Like if I were to go upstairs and come back, these things would be burnt.
It's like avocado turning brown.
It's kind of like, you guys ever have an avocado and it just, by the time you, or an apple, when you open it or cut the skin off it, by the time you go do something, it's like brown inside, or like when you pour cereal, go use the bathroom and come back, the cereal is like soggy. That's how it is. Okay, so yeah, this is how it looks. See if we can get a little bit closer. This is how it be looking. I know if I turn the light, it looks yellow. I don't know why. But either way, you can see this is how it looks. You just fry them on a very low heat. Now, if they were more ripe, meaning like if the plantain that I just cut, if it was a little bit softer, I'd put it on the lowest heat ever. But these ones are a little bit hard still, so they're definitely not going to be sweet. Some people like them sweet, some people don't. I personally don't like them sweet. Like I said prior, I'm not really a fan of like sweet food, like pastries and stuff like that. My grandma taught me to cook young, so I had plenty of support. That's great. That's good. What do your grandma teach you to cook? I think grandmas teaching people how to cook is like the best, because grandmas learn from experience. Like they've burnt a couple of things, they've not burnt a couple of things, so they know what to do. Like if you need to save something that you accidentally did, like one time I burnt rice. My rice was burning and my mom said, she told me to do something, I can't remember, and it saved the rice from smelling burnt. You get that burnt smell sometimes. Alright, so I'm just making this on a very low level. These are plantains. For those of you that just joined, welcome. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. It's free. My name is Laura. You can call me L. And I try to come on here every day. So my plan is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't really have a time frame or anything, but yes, I'm trying really hard. And I also going to be posting my travel vlogs and whatever else I can find to do, I'm gonna do it. Okie doke. Because honestly, I'm not here for the dollar. I'm here because I like talking to y'all. Plantains are queen of the food. I agree. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. So yeah, some people, when this is done or now, they put salt on it, but I like doing the salt when it's done. So I have it on a very low temperature. And these are also what they use to make plantain chips. I don't know if anyone has ever had plantain chips, but they cut them very, very thin and they fry them and they turn extremely crispy. In my culture, we cook it in ground ovens. They're called hanji. But what culture is that? You said in your culture. What culture is that? No, they're not bananas. They're plantains. That was a plantain that I just cut and put in this frying pan. Oh, do you see what I mean? They're starting to burn. Look at this. They're not burning, but they're already getting brown. Do you see that one I just turned over? Good thing I have the stove on low. It's a good thing I have the stove on low because I'm talking to y'all and I forgot about my plantains. I'm actually gonna push these down because they're not sweet, so I have to push it down. I'm actually gonna turn the stove down even more because some people like it like this color. Some people like it soft. It really depends on the stage of the plantain. So if the plantain was sweet, like very getting ripe, these would be much softer. So I could have waited a day or two. I could have waited a day or two to cook these. But because they're cooking so fast, I'm gonna take a fork and push them down a bit.
Oh, oh,
Or you're indigenous. Okay. So I'm gonna actually, yeah, I should use a fork because they're cooking so fast. Can you guys see that? Like I feel like what happened? I have the stove on low. Like I have the stove on the lowest possible. And they're so hard to push down. See guys, I'm learning just like y'all are learning. But yeah, I just push them down so that the inside isn't hard or anything of that nature.
scratch the pan, trust me.
Okay, you see this one? This one's good. This one is good. Let me get, I don't need that because I don't have flat plate. I'm gonna turn off the stove now because I'm scared I'm burning it. I'm gonna turn off the stove and move it over because this is how it looks. A little bit looks like it's a crispy. Don't want it to be too like hard inside. Some people like their plantain like this. Some people like them soft. My daughter loves when they're soft. She likes when they're soft and sweet. So see, this one's been sitting in there since the pot was cooling down. She said they look yummy. Yeah, I like them with salt. I like them with salt. So for me, I would like them like this because um, they're not sweet. If I were to get a plantain that had like black marks on them, um, that one would have been. You know what I'll do? I'll buy two different plantains and then I'll show you guys which one.
Explain what it is. People are asking what it is.
So type and say what it is. So this is plantains. This is not a pineapple. So yeah, and then I just sprinkle some salt. And that's it. I just sprinkle some salt. And some people have this for breakfast. Some people have it as a side. Some people have it for snacks. Some people have it with their dinner. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt on it. And this is just regular table salt. This is not good for you. This stuff will give you high blood pressure if you have too much. But I am not a salt person. So one thing that I need to have salted very well, fish and meat. Chicken, I really don't care if it's salty or not. So I'm just sprinkling some salt on it because it's good with salt. It's very good with salt. It's almost like having French fries almost. Some people actually cut the plantain in shape of fries and have it like that with salt. I've seen a girl do that before. So we just sprinkle some salt.
I use sea salt or Himalayan salt.
Yes, I have the Himalayan salt. This is the one that I have. It's the one that you have to grind. I have this is a very good salt. This is a salt that you're supposed to use. Like this is a salt that you're supposed to cook with, and this is the salt that you're like that doesn't like really like run up your blood pressure. So yes, I have both. But I find that this one you have to put so much to taste the salt, but not necessarily, but you know what I mean. You get what I'm dishing out.
She only bought that to match her plate set.
Okay. Not necessarily, but okay. So this is how it looks. Can you see? It's good. Just let it cool down. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try this one. So one side is a little bit crispy and the other side isn't. Mmm. This is how I like a plantain. Not sweet at all. My daughter's gonna be like, why didn't you get the ripe one? Really? Mmm. So good. It's really good.
How much
Okay, now.
show them
Sorry?
how much converses your husband on. Show her.
Do you want to see how much converses he has? No, seriously. If you type yes, I'll go upstairs right now and show you how his closet. You would die. You're. Be prepared because he has a lot. All right. She said yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm also a Converse girl. Yes, I remember you telling me. We're going upstairs right now. We're going upstairs right now, and I'm gonna show you my husband's Converse collection. Remember the day that I did that mall walkthrough. It was just a mini walkthrough. He was wearing the black leather pair. So now I'm gonna show you his entire closet because he's a neat freak. He's a Capricorn. This is what they do. Okay, y'all ready? So this is his closet. This is his closet. Okay, go ahead. So this is my game room. Like I have, okay, I shouldn't call it a game room. It's a couch room. I'll show you what it looks like. It just has, this is the first couch that I ever bought for myself. This is how it looks. I just don't want to get away. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to throw it away. And this is also my desk where I do my work. And then I also have like a little TV in here that we play PS5, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo, Sega, all those things. Okay? All right. So his closet with his Converses. Y'all ready for this? Look at this, child. Look at this. Oh, it's okay because you can see. Look, do you see that? Hold on. Look at this. So you see up top? Do you see up top? And then just down low goes all the way to the bottom. To the floor. Watch your leg. Can you see that? So those are all his Converses. Actually, there's a third row. You see that? So there's 3 rows. Can you see that? This is what you call a sneakerhead. Okay? Sorry, there's no light in here, so it's not that bright. But so he has 2 rows up here, 2 rows down here. But then when you get to this side, there's like a 3rd row over there in that corner, you know, if you can see it. And then on this side, he has Clarks. I don't know if you guys know Clarks, but they're very popular in the Caribbean culture, Jamaica per se. So these are all up there. He has fedoras, and then these are all like Clarks and like other shoes, mostly Clarks, and they go straight down to the ground. You see that? So no Jordans. I'm the Jordan person. He has Clarks and Converses, and then he has the occasional like dress pant or whatever. But here are these are his snapbacks. See how nice and tidy these are the winter hats. You see all this color? So these are the winter hats, or I think they're like toques, all different colors, all different aesthetic. I'll just show you one. This is how they all look, but basically in different color. How do you know he has watches? How do you know he has, Kara, how do you know these things? Yes, he has a stash of watches as well. I will show you that. So these are his fitted hats. Some of these are mine. I like wearing fitted hats sometimes when I don't want to do my hair. Like right now, I was gonna wear a hat, but I'm just like, nah, that's too much. But this one is mine. This red one's mine. But we just put them all together. But these are his fitted hats. A lot. There's probably like 6 in each row. If you could see, like here. Yes, you're a very smart girl. You're a very smart girl. So yes, those are his fitteds. The watches, honestly, the watches are a wide variety. I don't know if you do you want to show them your watches? He's being nice today. So yes, he's very fashion, Kara. Yeah. So let's go see the watches. Sorry, I'm kind of hot, so let's see the watches. I think the watches just, I think they show like which ones they are. So let me give you an idea. Okay, so the watches. All right, so I'll just put the camera here because I think the lighting is better. Don't worry about my messy bed, okay? Okay, I got too many kids. More pair of shoes. Okay, this is a Armani Exchange. One of my least favorite watches of his. This is not my favorite. So he has a watch box, and in this watch box, this one is what is this?
Armani.
This is Armani.
Emporio Armani.
Emporio. Listen, I don't know. I'm not a name brand person, so I'll just show you. This is Armani. Armani Exchange.
Diesel.
This one's Diesel. This one's Armani Exchange. Same. This is rose gold and this one's gold. I don't know if you guys can see the difference there. This is another Armani. This is Diesel. I like this one. This one's probably one of my faves. These two, they look similar, but hey. Another Armani Exchange. Michael Kors. Yes. And Guess. I want him to throw this one in the garbage.
Oh, it's supposed to go in there.
And he has another one, but those ones are more like this box is a little bit sporty. And this is my money plant, if you guys care. I got this as a gift. So this is another box of watches. Upper right second for the other box. That one is, yes, that one's a nice one. It's black and brown. And this is another, this one's Diesel. This one is Diesel. So this is Armani. This is Michael Kors. This is a Casio. This is an old school, like when you, yes, like an 80s style, holding the beatbox type of watch. This one is Michael Kors. This bronze one, if you can see that.
Diesel. All Diesel.
And the rest are Diesel. So yes.
Actually, there's 2 more.
How often does he change them? What do you mean change them? Like, I think he just buys more. Like, so this is the 3rd box right now. He just
Ow,
buys,
that's my thumb.
he just buys more. So those are the other 2 that are.
You're exposing my other stuff.
Oh, sorry, I can't see that.
Canadian.
So then
currency.
this is a fossil, and then this is what is this one? Oh, 2 fossil watches. I don't know if you guys know a fossil, but yeah.
Now, Toonie, $2 Canadian.
But yeah, that's about it for the watches. So yes, here you're a very smart girl. You're very observant. Very observant. So yes, he's a style and fashion type of guy. I'm gonna go back to cutting my carrots. So yes, now you know he loves Converses. You guys have something in common. Thank
I'm
you very
size
much.
11 if you want to sponsor.
Thank you very much. So yes, Converse and Converse and Clarks are his thing. I'm more of a variety. I just like what I like. It doesn't have to be like a specific type of shoe. If I just see it and I like it, it doesn't have to be like a particular brand or anything of that nature. Okay, bye. It doesn't have to be a specific brand or anything of that nature. But yeah. Sorry. But yes, my plantains are great. I'm gonna cut up my carrots tomorrow. And I've been on here for an hour and 11 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow, I will be definitely making my oxtail in the pressure cooker. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe. The subscription is free of charge. Like I said before, I will never charge you guys to subscribe. This is a safe space. Sorry, a safe space that we converse, and we're nice to everyone here. So if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to ask. I give great advice. Also, I'll be showing you guys one of these days my perfume collection and my purse collection. I am a purse fiend. Like, I love bags. I love bags. Purses are my thing. Bags, knapsacks, handbags, whatever. It's oxtail with no S at the end. Just oxtail. So yes, tomorrow I'll be cooking that. So you guys can see it in my pressure cooker. For the first time, I'm going to be doing it with you guys for the first time. I've made it before, but not in my pressure cooker. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.